Hey guys, this is Rick at Tasty Guitar. Today I'm going to be showing you 6 really stanky, funky licks that you can play over a blues. Now, a couple things that are a little different here than your typical blues licks are we'll be playing some staccato notes and an occasional muted kind of ghost notes in these licks. These are all going to be in the key of A, so tune up and let's jump right in. This lick will sound great over any of the chords in your blues, the 1, 4, or 5 chord. We're starting the lick right here at the root on the 5th fret, and we're going to cut that note off really quickly on the end of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut it off real quick. We're going to slide down to the D note here from the 8th fret to the 7th fret. C, back to the D. The next note is just a muted string, and I'm achieving that just by lightly touching the D string with my first finger here and picking it. So these 3 notes together would be. So far we have this. We're then going to go up to the F sharp note, the 6th, and also play that one really staccato. And then finishing off the lick by hitting this flat 3rd, bending it real slightly like a quarter bend, ending on the root. So the entire lick is this. Here's a lick that works really well over the 1 chord in your blues, the A dominant chord, an A7 or A9. Important thing to get the right feel here is to have a really light touch on the fretting hand. I'm barely touching the neck here, barely laying down any pressure and cutting these notes off right away. Then going to hit the D string muted, so just lay a finger down there, pick it muted. Then going to slide up from the minor 3rd to the major 3rd, and then finish it out just in the A pentatonic descending, ending on the E note there. So all together we have this. Alright, this next lick works really well leading to or played over the 4 chord in the blues. Now in our case, we're playing over a D7 or a D9 chord, D dominant chord, starting here at the 7th fret on the E note, leading chromatically to the F sharp. So we got 1, 2, 3. Gonna grab the D note here, the root of that chord, kind of cut it off. Return and hit a muted A string. Then we're going to just descend, kind of outlining that D dominant chord by hitting the flat 7, the 5th, and then the root, the D. So all together we have this. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here's another lick that works great over any of the chords in the blues. We're going to start here at the 8th fret, sliding up to the 9th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to grab the note at the 8th fret up here on the high E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back and hit the G string muted. Play the root there at the 10th fret. Also played staccato. Then going to slide up to the 8th fret. and then finishing the lick out kind of descending in a pentatonic, ending on the root. So what we have all together is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here's another lick that works perfect over the 4 chord. We're starting on the E note here at the 9th fret, moving chromatically to the F sharp, the major third of that D chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab the D note up there. We're then moving down to the 8th fret. Grabbing the C, the flat 7th of the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ending on the E note there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also play the notes a little bit more staccato to get a little funkier feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another one that works really well over all the chords in the blues, and what makes this lick a little bit funky is the chromaticism, and the last 3 notes at the end play it really staccato. Okay, we're starting by sliding into the F sharp note here at the 11th fret, hitting the root, then going to bend up the E full to the F sharp. So we got 1, 2, 3. Starting on the end of 3. 1, 2, 3. Little chromaticism there from the E down to the D. 2, 3. Then gonna bend this C note up full, slowly. Hit the D note there. Going to return to the C note and cut it off real quickly. E note, same thing, real staccato. Ending on the A note, the root. So all together we have this. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming by today and checking out these 6 stanky blues licks. The 3 main techniques you want to add to your blues in order to kind of funk it up a little bit are staccato notes, a little bit of chromaticism, and some muted kind of percussive strings that adds a really nice effect to kind of funk things up. As always, if you did enjoy the lesson, please like, share, and subscribe, and come on TastyGuitar.com where I have a lot of other free lessons for you, and I do offer private lessons via Skype. This has been Rick. Thank you very much.